Yes, Mystery Steam Reviews is the part of the PC Gaming Weekspot where I, Colm and he, Matthew Castle, test the knowledge of one another via Steam reviews that are a mystery. And the rules are as follows. So both I and Matthew bring 3 Steam reviews to the MSR arena, but we omit the name of the game associated with each review. Our opponent must correctly guess the game attached to each review. One correct answer equals 1 point. While both of us have 90 seconds on each MSR, we both also have help in the form of 3 lifelines that can be used at any stage during battle and also pause the 90-second timer. Each lifeline can only be used once, and they are as follows. Question, where the hot seat haver gets to ask a yes or no question. Second opinion, where a second review is given to the warm chair sitter. And a genre, where the genre of the game is revealed to the one with the warm arse. Now, we'll go back next week to allowing you to choose what Mystery Steam reviews we do for on the Weekspot. But this week, because, you know, time and whatever else, and Matthew had already, we found out last week, Matthew, you'd already found 3 horse games, which it's horse video games. That's it. The topic this week is horses in video games, and it's quite a loosey-goosey one in that, like it's just if there's a horse in this video game, it can be in this Mystery Steam review.
Yeah, I went with like prominent horse action. Yeah.
You know, if you play as a horse, if there is prominent horse in it, if you ride a horse, etc., etc. Pretty straightforward. So Matthew, let's get into it. Here is your very first Mystery Steam review. You can ride a horse and play as a pigeon. What else do you need in a game? Although I would appreciate more animal variety. And that's from Texa Infectious. It's recommended. 37.7 hours on record, 27 hours at review time. Matthew, your time starts now.
You can ride a horse and play as a pigeon. That's interesting. So, ride a horse and play. What games can you become animals in? You could take control of that. Games where you can possess things. Like, possess a pigeon. GTA 5 added the thing where you could eat herbs and then take like trips where you became animals, I think. But I don't think you could ride a horse in that. Like, that wasn't a vehicle. Or was it? Did they do horses as a test run for Red Dead? No. Horse doesn't have a radio, wouldn't it? So they wouldn't have a radio.
I mean, you could attach a radio.
You wouldn't have that amazing
stereo.
car radio soundtrack and then cut it off for some horse action. Oh, fucking, where you can pay it. Oh, actually, I know what this is. One of the Battlefield games, you play as a pigeon. And you ride horses.
10 seconds.
Oh, Jesus. I think it's Battlefield 1.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
So when you first saw this, you were trying to think in what games can you possess animals and items where you can play as a pigeon? You ended up initially going down the Grand Theft Auto 5 route, then just a flash of inspiration there at the end, remembering, no, this is a Battlefield game, and specifically Battlefield 1. I can tell you, Matthew, that the correct answer is Battlefield 1!
Boop, 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 boop.
Well done. We'll see if we can get a 3-2 this week, although, I mean,
I hope it wasn't too obvious. I hope it wasn't too obvious there that I was disguising a stretch with my victory celebration.
I didn't notice it, so yeah, well done. But yeah, I probably should have retired after Tembo the Elephant, but Tembo the Badass Elephant, but we'll see how we get on this week. Matthew, could I have my first Mystery Steam review, please?
I bought this game for my daughter. Now she's crawling on the ceiling and spewing bugs out of her mouth while crying for the Dark Lord, says Yormin. They recommend it with 2.6 hours on record.
Time starts now. Oh, Jesus. So, alright, so I bought it for my daughter, which makes me think it's a kid's game unless this Steam review is intentionally misleading. She's crawling on the ceiling, spewing bugs out of her mouth while crying for the Dark Lord. Now, I have shit all knowledge of Dark Souls, but that sounds quite... Oh, hang on, or could be a horror. What horror game do you ride a horse? Sounds Dark Soulsy, could, you know, quite macabre. Or it could indeed be a horror game. What lifeline would suit me best here now?
All of them.
Yeah. I'm going to pause the timer in 40 seconds. Matthew, could I have my second opinion, please?
So the second opinion is, this game includes puzzles, humiliation, and Satan's assholes.
Right. I'll restart the timer now. Again, that doesn't make it any clearer to me. It could be Resident Evil. It could be... you don't ride a horse in any Resident Evil, do you? Oh, Jesus, this is... I'm not going to burn another lifeline on this because I haven't a clue. Crawling on the ceiling. The Dark Lord. Who is the Dark Lord?
Satan.
Well, yeah, but like, he's been in loads of games. Shit, Matthew. Dark Souls? Sure.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
So, you wondered, did this person buy Dark Souls for their daughter? And now she's crawling on the ceiling and spewing bugs out of her mouth while crying for the Dark Lord. This game includes puzzles. Dark Souls. Puzzles? Maybe. Humiliation? Definitely. Satan's assholes? Definitely. The correct answer is... Pony Island.
That's an interesting horse.
That's a horse.
That's a pony.
A pony is a horse.
Is it?
Yes.
Is a pony a horse?
Yes.
Because I saw Pony Island.
A pony is a small horse. It's not a distinct breed.
I feel like if we were doing pony games...
A pony is a horse.
Alright, okay, yeah.
It's a horse.
I'm lashing out, man.
Wikipedia
I'm lashing out.
Says
I'm lashing out.
A pony is a small horse. Depending on the context, a pony may be a horse that is under an approximate or exact height. It's not like a pony, it's just a small horse.
I know, I'm lashing out because I'm annoyed because I'm going to do terrible this week. But hey, you know, life must go on.
Pony
Matthew.
Island, though, big game.
Great game.
I thought you'd get it from the Satan and the Dark Lord. But obviously the pony thing threw you.
Pony thing threw me, Matthew. Matthew, here's your second Mystery Steam review. What can I say? I love this game, but the devs keep trying to add new stuff without fixing the old stuff first. Love the exploration, love the map and its size, love the diversity of stuff you can craft, love the abundant NPCs populating the world, but hate the bugs. And that's from Amonset. It is not recommended. 2,268.6 hours on record. 2,241.3 hours at review time. Matthew, your time starts now.
So this is going to be some kind of online creation game, online survival game with a crafting element, abundant NPCs. I don't think that's I don't think you could have played that much Red Dead Redemption 2 online. So I don't think it's that. Can I get a second clue? Can I get a clue?
You can, yeah. Pausing the timer there at 1:09. You want the second opinion, is it? Is that what you're...
The second opinion, yeah.
So the second opinion on this video game is as follows. Fun game to play, base building, tons of servers, tons of mods. I really like this game. Oh, and there is nudity also. So extra 5 stars.
Hey.
And your timer restarts now.
See, interesting. That makes me think of like nudity, just because the only online game I know with like the famous nudity thing is the I want to say Rust has got like the genital like procedurally generated when you create your character, so people get upset because they get stuck with the character with tiny junk. I've not played Rust, so I don't know if it's got loads of NPCs. I assume it's got horses, because you're like primitive and you're capturing stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna say Rust.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Now, the playtime was a dead giveaway, apart from everything else, but you kind of recognise, right, this must be some form of online video game. You've ended up on Rust, remembering there being some form of nudity in that game. Some procedurally generated genitals. I can tell you, Matthew, that the correct answer is Conan Exiles.
Oh.
Remember the floppy willies?
Oh, the other game with willies. Rust definitely had willies in it, right?
Did Rust have willies as well? I thought Conan Exiles willies were quite famous willies. Because you could, yeah, there was a willy slider. To be fair, there may be.
Dare I look up Rust genitals on my Google?
Rust genital. Don't look up Rust genitals, Matthew. Capitalize the R at the very least.
Yes, Rust does randomly generate genitals.
Unlucky, just the wrong.
Well,
the wrong
I was
game.
in the right area. I don't think any of my clues would have clarified that any further. It would have just pushed me down a similar genre route. So,
Matthew, could I have my second mystery Steam review, please?
Rooty tooty pointed shooty, says the Midnight Gorn. They recommend this with 11.4 hours on record.
Time starts now. All right, so this is. This is one of 3 games, clearly. Well, you see Rooty Tooty Point and Shooty, you go Western, so it's either Red Dead Redemption 2, or Red Dead Online. Unless it's like, I don't know, a Call of Juarez, or, well, to be fair, there's a decent number of Western games now, isn't there? I am... But then which fucking Red Dead? I'm gonna pause the timer there at 46 seconds, and I am going to use my question lifeline.
I will say, I'm just gonna say, Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online are the same game.
I thought they were different games on Steam.
No, Red Dead Online is within Red Dead Redemption 2.
Are you? I don't. Is that?
Yeah.
I thought Red Dead Online was now its own thing. Well, all right. Well, now you've told me it's not Red Dead Online, so that's thank you. But my question was going to be.
Oh, sorry. You tell the truth. Red Dead Online can be sold separately and bought separately. My bad. I didn't know that.
Is this video game a Red Dead Redemption game released in the last 5 years?
No.
Maybe I was too specific there. Right, restarting the timer now. 46 seconds. Because now I can't remember. Is the first Red Dead Redemption on Steam? Oh, I mean, it has to be, like, I mean, it could be one of the other Western games. Like, if it's not a Western, that's a disgrace. But, like, I think I'm just going to have to give you Red Dead Redemption. Seeing as you've told me it's not Red Dead Online in so many words. So, yeah, let's say Red Dead Redemption.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
So, Rooty Tooty Point and Shooty made you think of a Western game. Then you went for Red Dead, and you singled it down to Red Dead Redemption 1. The question was Red Dead Redemption 1 ever on PC? The correct answer.
Shit!
I believe. Please don't spoil it for the audience at home. People like to watch this for the element of surprise. The correct answer is gun.
Shit!
Yeah. Please don't say shit. You're on ITV. At 7:30 in the evening.
Schoolboy error!
I don't know
famously never on PC, for Christ's sake.
See, I don't know what's worse. Viewers at home, what's worse on Mystery Steam Reviews? Not giving an answer, or giving an answer for a game that isn't on PC? I don't know. I'll leave it to you to decide.
Shitting hell. All right.
I feel for you, man.
No, you don't. Matthew,
No,
here is your
right.
third and final Mystery Steam review. Early in the game, I stole the eye from Cyclops, ran into him later, and he was bullying a man for calling him Cyclops. So I showed him the eye and then stuck it in a goat's ass. I then proceeded to kill him and his cohorts. When I was leaving town, I ran into the goat and killed it and got the very valuable eye back. That is from Dictator. It is recommended 112.7 hours on record, 42.3 hours at review time. Matthew, your time starts now.
I mean, Cyclops puts me in mind of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Because that has a Cyclopsy man. Can I get the genre, please?
You can. Pausing the timer, 1:15. As Matthew uses his genre lifeline. So the genre of this video game, according to wikipedia.org, an action role-playing video game.
Oh, come on. This has got to be Assassin's Creed. This is my last one, isn't it?
Yes. So do you want to use your question?
Oh, yeah, I'll ask a question, so don't start a timer. Is this a Ubisoft game?
Yes.
It's Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Will I restart the timer? No.
It's Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Is that your final?
That's my It's my answer.
Almost straight away, Matthew could have zoned in on that Cyclops, going, this must be Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And the genre lifeline of being an action role-playing video game, and also the question of it being a Ubisoft game, yes. All that has made you go, must be Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I'm going to be cross. If it's Immortals, I am going to be cross.
I'm going to tell you, Matthew, that the correct answer is Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yes. I'm the best at Mystery Steam Reviews.
You're very chirpy this week, in fairness, yeah. You always are when...
I know my horse games.
Matthew, could I have my final for a consolation
was
goal?
Good. No wonder you didn't want to do it last week.
Could I have my third and final Mystery Steam review, please?
You can. Tried to save the kingdom, but my fighting skills sucked. So I took a psychedelic trip in the forest with a horse, a pig, and a chicken instead, says Jill Sandwich. They recommend this game, with 170 hours on record, but only 82.7 at the time of review.
Time starts now. I mean, it sounds like Far Cry, like psychedelic trip in the forest with a horse, a pig, and a chicken. But you can't ride a horse in Far Cry. I think you can ride many things, a saber-toothed tiger or an elephant, etc., etc. But then what is that? Try to save the kingdom. Now, a game I totally forgot even existed until I was looking up horse games was Kingdom Come Deliverance. I know very little about that because I was kind of warned away from that because it was shit. So look, while we're here, Matthew, let's pause the timer at 41 seconds. Could I have my genre lifeline, please? Because I don't know. A psychedelic? Could you take a psychedelic trip in Kingdom Come Deliverance? Perhaps. I know it has horses, at least.
Oh, hang on. This is described as an action role-playing video game.
Action role-playing video game. Okay, restarting the timer. 41 seconds now. An action role-playing video game. Well, Far Cry would be described as a first-person shooter, surely. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a role-playing game with action in it. I've really zoned in on the Kingdom. Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Matthew.
I'd go for it.
It's obviously not that then. So yeah,
no, go for it. Honestly, go for it. Go for it and you'll get a point.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. Sure.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer, yeah.
Oh, good.
The correct answer is The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt.
The correct answer is Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Hooray!
Oh,
excellent.
My shitty mind games didn't work.
Terrific. Well, I didn't have much to lose there, so I was like, yeah, sure.
I looked at it and thought, you know what? Let's just put him out of his misery.
Excellent.
Like a horse that stumbles in the Grand National. Let's take it out back and give it a bit of the old horse medicine, if you know what I mean.
Dear, it's pretty dark. Right, well, no better place to leave us than there. That is what they do. You're spot on.